Hello everyone and welcome. I want to create this ultimate guide for Frostpunk 2. A guide that I will get through everything the game has to offer. I will come with some tips and tricks for you. I will tell you early build order so you can have success in your journey in Frostpunk 2, because it's a pretty hardcore survival city builder. Let's begin with this is the endless mode, Utopia Builder. Basically you build a city here and you hold it on. I will go with the crater. This is also the main map from the campaign, from the story mode. I'm just choosing a random map. Of course the maps are different. This map, the Dreadnought, will have a bit harder beginning, especially if you change the difficulty of the game. Because it lacks a lot of resources, but it's still doable. Let's begin with the ambition. Basically, this is the main objective of the game you're setting. So you can choose either to colonize the Frostland, and basically you establish a populous food, fuel, and material colonies. And basically you have to find 3 colonies, send colonizer, build houses, build production for food, for fuel, and for materials. And have a population of 10,000 citizens in each colony. And that will basically give you the winning. You win, and you either end it there or you continue and play some sort of endless mode without any specific ambition, maybe something you want to have. Develop a metropolis. Basically you have the objective to significantly increase the main city population, and you go as much as you can. But eventually you will have to colonize to settle other colonies and send the extra resources to your main city, because the game works kind of like this. You need satellite colonies that will send supplies to your main city. And the prosperous future. Secure a massive stockpile of fuel, goods, and materials. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. And once again, you do this either by searching the map and claiming the resources you find, also settling other colonies and extract the resources from those colonies, and so forth. But overall the game is limited, guys. The game cannot be played unlimited. Mainly what I'm trying to say is that the resources will run out. The resources are not forever. They're limited. Of course, you can play for 20, 30, 40 hours. But eventually the resources will end. And it depends also on the population size you have. A bigger population requires more resources. And more resources will require you to... more people will require you more resources. And to get more resources, it will require you to expand more and more and more, settle more and more colonies, and so forth, so on. Next things first, community. I didn't play Frostpunk, the first one. But I think there wasn't so much politics in it. I have a gameplay with Frostpunk, but it's not that long. But Frostpunk 2 has politics, and when I first played Frostpunk 2, I started to think that this game is all about politics. It's not like that. Eventually I learned how to play properly. And politics influence your survival, indeed. Influence your colony development. And I think it's a very nice mix with the gameplay. Very nice. Here are the community, guys. It's the factions. The political parties, if you may. Each one has a different vision about how the colony should develop. The foragers, for example, think that people should adapt, and we shouldn't spend so much time on technology, and so on. And the machinists think otherwise. They think that we should make robots that should sustain us and help us, and so on. And that's how they think things go. Other factions think that we should not allow other people in. We should just be us and survive like this and so on. I'm gonna go with random. It doesn't matter. Citizens. I mean difficulty. So there are 4 difficulty levels, captain being the hardest. I will go with officer. I'm just for educational purposes. And survivor mode is just, it's not gonna allow me to pause, but I need to pause because I am I'm doing a guide, a tutorial for you, so you can learn how to properly play this. Okay, we have a little story over here. The end of the world changes people. It changed us. Us, the laborers, factory workers and manual laborers who learn that you must toil together to survive. Basically, these are the 3 factions that we start with. The merchants, traders and shopkeepers killed in enterprising and bold ventures. These guys are gonna press me to research alcohol stores and sell alcohol to my people, which will increase crime. The machinists, descendants of groups that built the initial cities and maintain their machinery. We choose you so they choose me. They can take me down. You will see this later in the video. We choose you as our steward to lead the city as overpopulation looms and resources dwindle. We all dream of a better future. What it should look like, this we can't agree on. Tension steers and radicals rear their heads. Navigating this will be your ultimate challenge. So let's begin. This is the map. The work of building a promised land beginning. Resources run low after years of barely getting by. We must expand, we must construct basic infrastructure and begin researching better methods. We also need the council to vote on common rules. We will build a bright future. So, first things first, guys, we need to get accustomed with the HUD. Let's begin from the top left and go on the right side of the screen. So, first things first, we have the city, and which we can rename, yeah. Let's rename it Dragon Land. I never change the name of my city. I always. And this is the current date in game, basically. And beneath it, we have the speed, which can be changed with by pressing 1. You have the first speed, 2 second speed, and 3 fastest game speed. And by pressing space you pause, and if you hover over the buttons you will see that you get some tooltips. So you can do that with everything, and you get a little explanation that will help you. The other thing that we have is our objective. We have several objectives based on the ambition we chose. So we need to build a prosperous future. To do that, we need to have 100,000 fuel, 100,000 food, 100,000 goods, and 100,000 materials, and eliminate all problems from the city. So, housing shortage, food shortage, material shortage, goods shortage, all these are problems. We must fix them. Anyway, here is the population that you have, guys. So, the population we start with is 8,000. And out of this 8,000 people, 4,800 are good for work. So basically you can use them in your industry, in your logistics centers, in your buildings, in your everything, in order to progress and produce things. So this is the active workforce, which is very important. The total amount of population is not necessarily important, but I mean they will consume food and goods, but the workforce is the most important, because when you expand, when you build new buildings, you need people to work on those buildings, and this is very important. Of course, here with 0 we have the sick population, or the injured population, that is not able to do things in our colony. Currently is 0, but if we don't provide them with enough heat or food or stuff like that, or if we place industrial districts really close to the housing districts, we will have issues with diseases, squalor, and so. Anyway, squalor is not gonna fail on, but diseases, injuries, deaths, they will affect. We will get people that we won't be able to use them to work. Okay, next we have the day and the week we are in. So I've played for 2 weeks and 1 day, and the time goes pretty fast after you. Okay. Next things, we have the basic, the most important resources, guys, which is heat stamps, prefabs, and cores. They are important because you require all these 2 or all these 3 in order to build stuff here. For regular buildings and districts, you require heat stamps and prefabs to build, but for more advanced buildings, you require cores, and this is a hard to get resource. Heat stamps, you get them automatically, 12 per week. The more people you have, the more goods you give them, you get more. Prefabs, if you build industries, if you extract them from from here, prefabs, you get more. And cores, to get cores, you need to explore the map. You need to find this resource on the map, and that's how you get it. Or cores can also be a resource that you find in colonies. So in your main map you will never have cores, but if you search different colonies, some may have cores that can be extracted from Earth. And then we have fuel, guys, heat basically, which requires coal and oil or steam in order to function. On this map we only have coal, but in colonies we can find steam, we can find oil. Of course, steam cannot be transitioned between colonies. Only coal and oil can be traded between colonies. And these two are the most important resources. These are important because it allows you to build, but these two, coal, oil and steam, are the most important because it will allow you to create heat, which will keep your people warm, keep your people happy. On the right side we have housing, shelter. Basically you build housing districts and the shelter will disappear. You will fulfill the need for shelter, which is minus 80 at the moment, but if I build a housing district I will get plus 20, which will decrease it to 60 and so on. So I need 4 housing districts in order to fulfill this shelter need, and it's very important to do this. Okay, then we have food. You produce food from here, from the map. This is the food resource from the fertile soil. By building a food district, prefabs can be produced with an extraction district, so coal and oil and the materials with the extraction district, but we will get that soon. Then you have materials, guys. Food is used by your citizens. Then we have materials. Materials are used by your industry. So on one side we have food which is used by citizens, and the other food, the materials which are used by your industry, so your factories. And then we have goods. Goods are used by people, and if you satisfy their need with goods, they will provide you with more income. So make sure to satisfy this need. And then we have the guards. The guards will allow you to do different things on the map, to make some aggressive moves on different different things that you find on the map. And they can also serve when there are issues in your colony. Then we have the Frostland teams. To get Frostland teams we need to build the logistic district, and the Frostland teams will allow you to explore the map. I cannot zoom out more to see the map because I haven't built the logistic district yet. And then we have this bar over here, guys, which it tells us the temperature, and it says week 10, week 20, week 30, week 40, week 50, week 60, and at week 70 we will have a colder season, so the weather will get colder and so on. And here we have some notifications regarding the well-being of our citizens. At the moment there is a minor cold, and it's increased by shelter scarcity, so we need to build the housing districts and things will get better. Moving on the bottom side, from the bottom left to the right, we have the ambitions, guys. These are the direction of the city, as they're called, Zeitgeist. And basically this depends on the laws that you pass, on the researches that you make, and you will basically increase these Zeitgeists. And it's pretty much the direction the city goes, and it's influenced by how you satisfy the needs of these factions that are over here. And you satisfy their needs by passing laws, by researching things they want to, and so on. And these are the parties. Over here, right now there are only 3 parties, but as we progress through the game, more parties will arise. We have the laborers, and if you click on it, you can do different actions on them. You can fund the project, and you will improve your relationship with them. So this white bars, this represents the relationship with them. Right now it's neutral, but if we fund the project for them, our relationship will improve. I don't want to do that in the early game because I need my hit stamps. You can raise funds, but this will significantly worsen your relationship with the laborers. Or demand funds, and as you can see, you need guards from here. So the guards are required for different actions. And so it goes with the other factions. Here we have the mirror. Basically, this mirror will fill with a liquid, and when it's filled with the liquid, which can increase or decrease depending on your actions and how much you care about the needs of your people, the mirror does just that. It shows you how the situation goes, and you can do things to improve your well-being, your citizens' well-being, and the red liquid will decrease, and things will be good, and there will be no tension. So this is the tension mirror, and this bar is the trust bar. This is influenced by your relationship with the factions. If you tell them you will pass a law and you pass it, you will gain more trust. If you tell them you will pass a law and you don't, your trust will decrease, and so on. So basically, if your relationship improves with the factions, your trust goes up. If your situation if your relationship with the factions worsens, the trust will slowly reduce, and if it reduces to 0, they will assassinate you, they will try to take you down, and it's game over. So you need to be very careful to satisfy the needs of the factions. And on the right side, we have the districts tab, and then we have the buildings tab, and we have the hubs. So the districts, basically these are the core of the game. You give shelter, you produce food, you produce materials, prefabs, coal, oil, steam. With the industrial districts you produce prefabs and goods, and with the logistic districts you get Frostland teams and you get access to the big map and you get to explore it. Buildings. These buildings have to be built in the districts. You cannot build them by their own. You have to build the districts. You have to build them inside the districts, and especially with the housing districts, you need to expand. You must build the housing districts and expand it in order to build different things. In order to be able to build a building in that district, because the regular size district will not allow you. And then we have the hubs. These hubs will allow you to stockpile fuel, materials, goods, food, and furthermore, if you research, you will be able to get access to other hubs which have different purposes. And this is the Frostbreak area. You basically break the ice and you get access to resources. If you press X and then if you drag, it goes like this. So this was the HUD. Okay, now let's begin, and I will basically tell you the very first build order, what I would go to and why. So, first things first, let's break the ice towards the resources that we need. And in the beginning, we need coal. We need this resource, is very important. And what I also want to go for is the waypoint. Basically, the waypoint will allow me to explore the map. And I can break the ice, press X and then drag. Press 3 to speed up. Okay, press X again. Sorry. I'm also... Oh, there's only 2 waypoints. That makes sense. In the campaign there were 3. So I thought it's like in the campaign. Okay, we have 1. And we're going for the second one. It's very important, right? It's very important. You will understand why. And now, I want to build the houses. And you want to build the districts as close as you can to the generator. Like this. We need 4 housing districts. Okay, but housing. Okay. One more. 4 housing districts are built, and now I need fuel. I started with a stockpile of 12,000 or something fuel, and I need more. So I'll build an extraction district, and I'll try to cover as many coal steams as I can.
Help us keep you warm. Report all.
Okay, extraction district over here. Oh no. There we go. I should be able to produce enough coal to heat all the people. Don't mind the food yet. Don't mind the food yet. Let's build 200 prefabs. Let's build another extraction district, but this time let's build it here on the abandoned ruins. There you go. We need this district to create prefabs. Without prefabs, we cannot do much in this game. I will build the first logistics center. Let's see, we have an event. Problems in the city. Cold has risen. Okay. Once we get the buildings done, the cold will not be a problem anymore. Okay. We also have the logistics center built. Now my aim will be for another logistics center, but I will go for the research institute. And to build the research, Actually, let's wait a little. So I want to go for the map right now. So if I zoom out with the mouse wheel, I get access to the big map. And here I get to explore different lands. Once the logistics center is built, I have access to the map. And there are 2 events over here. So oily husks mark our map. Basically it tells us where there is oil. And we also have successful hunters. Our scouts passed a group of jolly-faced hunters they later described as having plenty of meat on their bones. Basically it's giving us some directions to where we find food and oil. Now if we click on this map, we see that there is a dangerous threat level, and it's possible we find cores, and it's going to take us 20 Frostland teams in order to explore this land. We only have 15 Frostland teams, and we don't want to go into a dangerous place because our people will get injured. We will have problems. What I want to go though is to plains. So I will launch an expedition. It's going to take me 10 Frostlanders, and I will check the other ones. The other ones require 10. I speed up. They go. And it's going to take a while until they research it. We must wait. And I have enough resources for a second logistics center.
Beware of frostbite. Keep your face and ears covered.
I am pretty bullish on logistics centers. Okay, let's speed things up. Didn't we get our second? No, we didn't. Once we get... Oh, okay, we got the second logistics center. And now I can explore different lands. We may find cores and prefabs, and it's going to require us 10 Frostland teams. And it's going to take 15 weeks and 6 days. And it's safe. So I'm going to go there. This one is safe as well. I'm going to go here. Let's speed things up. The teams are going. We also have here on the top right, we have...
An automaton.
If you press V, you will be sent straight to your city. Okay. The Frostland team's finished. And now we have 2 types of resources. I mean, we have 2 events. If you click on them, they will be more clear. We have people, and we can take them in. It's going to take us 5 Frostlanders. And we can build a trail to get materials, guys. And I'm going to do just that. But because I got the 2,000 people in, I need to build a few more houses. Otherwise they will suffer from heat. Okay. Let's research. This is food, right? That's food. I don't need access to the unlimited food just yet. That'll do. Okay, let's wait for them to arrive over here. It's taking them a little while. And I might have needed... Okay. Let's see, do we satisfy? We need another housing district.
Remember to keep your...
But I don't have any more prefabs. Okay, now we can create a trail for the materials. Now, regarding this trail, so you go here and you connect trails. There are 2 types of trails, trail or skyway. To get access to skyway, you need to do a research. We only have trail now, and it's gonna cost us resources. And basically what it tells us is that if we connect this to our city, we will get 250 materials per day or per week. And there's a supply of 2.4 million. Now, to build a trail, there's also a secret here. If you go through the mountains, you can see that these dots will not allow me. So you must find a way on lowland. And it's gonna cost you heat stamps, prefabs, and 10 Frostland teams, and 2 weeks in order to finish this. But once it's finished, we get materials, guys, and materials are very important, as you can see. Bam. Now, food will run out really soon. I need an extraction district. Sorry, a food district, which takes a lot of prefabs. I should build another factory for prefabs. Or maybe I'll find food on the map. What do you think? I'll go for food straight away. Okay. Actually, let's see what we found over here. And more people joined us. What we found. Maybe we found food. Salvage its core. Okay. Let's get the core. Not the bad. A4's prefab. No, let's take the core. Now, the other lands seem to be dangerous. This one has food. I'm gonna launch an expedition. This one is safe, but it needs 10 Frostland teams. This one is safe as well. Okay, I'll do a little bit more exploration.
Do not be alarmed by any unusual noises coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is underway.
Okay, let's dive a little deeper into districts. So, okay, let's dive a little deeper into districts. When I build a food district, I want to have as many of these as I can. 4. I'm gonna go with that. And there's that unlimited food supply. That unlimited food supply is not that unlimited, but it has a lot of resources. For example, it has 100 million. That's the infinite sign for. There is a deposit of 100 million. And to get access to that, you need a deep drilling, which you get through research. Okay, we need more houses, guys. I hope you notice that. I will research. I will break the ice there. Now, there's this building. There is this extraction district, which has this sign on it. Resource deposit nearly depleted. Self-explanatory. Basically, for 10 more weeks, we will get resources, and then they are out. Now, if you click on a district, you get certain information about it. Requirements. It requires 600 workforce, and it will produce 155 prefabs, which will deplete in the next 10 weeks. It will produce 15 prefabs per week, and it requires 20 heat and 50 material. And here you decide how many citizens you assign, how many people work, and the less people work, as you can see, the less you produce. And here you can you can select emergency shifts, which will increase the production, but will decrease your trust. And you don't necessarily want this, unless you have a very good situation. Alright. The city grows. 500 more people live in the city. So, as you can see, welcoming those people looks like was a little mistake. Anyway, this is the district, and the other districts are similar. This one requires heat and materials as well, but it outputs 120 coal. Now, what I want to build is an industrial district, but I need to find the right place for it to produce more prefabs and maybe even goods at some point. But this is about districts, guys, and districts can be expanded by choosing this. Yeah, I forgot to cover it. You can demolish a district and get a part of the resources back. You can deactivate it and it will not produce anymore. You can zoom in on the district and you can expand it. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a housing district. I will expand it. Let me show you something first. I want to build a research institute, but I can't. But after the expansion is finished, I can build a research institute. So let's build it. And now we will get access to research.
Give the right of way to frost-breaking teams in
This
transit.
idea tree will appear if you press R. You open it, or if you click on this icon. Here you have different tabs: heating, resources, frostland, city, society, and hubs. Heating. Basically, these are upgrades. These are researches that can affect the heating, and also they allow you to research improvements for the generator, and you can build upgrades to it. It allows you to research different extraction methods for coal over here, coal, oil, steam, and other different heating sources. It allows you, it gives you access to those. In the research tab, you basically get your researchers will allow you to better produce different resources. For example, coal, materials, goods, prefabs, food. It will give you different buildings that will help you with the spoiler and so on. Frostland. These upgrades will allow you to improve your logistics districts and get access to different upgrades for different buildings that can be placed in the logistic districts. City. So these researches are meant for the city, and most of them are either buildings or laws. If you see this, basically this research will give you a building. This research will give you a law. It's this little icon. And this research, this arrow, will give you a passive bonus. Let's see. This one will give you new frostland tools, and you get different descriptions on the laws. This is another law. the society hubs, basically it has researches that has to do with the society, such as crimes, control, diseases, work ethics, and so on, and the hubs. These are basically buildings that can be built standalone, and they can improve the well-being of your people. Fighting hubs, rail hubs, surveillance hubs, emergency hubs, each having a different objective, different improvements for your city. And to do a research, for example, I'll go with house insulation. We click on it, and here it's increasing, it's researching, as you can see. And this is the research. This district no longer has resources, so I will destroy it. And I will get my resources back. And I will build another one over here.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
I want to build an industrial district as well. More houses. I have taken too many people. There you go. I will also go on the map and see what they research. Take the eggs, okay. Oil. I found oil, guys. My generator cannot run on oil yet. So that upgrade will be of no use to me. I'm consuming more materials.
Report for amputation without delay.
But I'm getting more prefabs. And I can build another housing district. And of course I need more heat, guys. 10 Frostlanders are free. Let's go explore. Let's do another research. I will go for generator upgrade because it will allow me to run on oil. And I found oil on the map. I will build another coal mining extraction. I already have to. I could build a third one, but I don't want that. Another event, Trust Falls. Okay. It's time to talk about the politics, which is a very important aspect of the game. Let's build it. Okay. Now, after we build the council hall, we have this button over here. If we press C, we will enter the council. It's very important. There are very important aspects over here that you need to know. This is the council. Okay, we have 4 categories: survival, city, society, and rule. This one is a bit more 9 out of 10 times you play, you don't need these. Survival. So, when you build this council hall, there are a few things that you can, a few laws that you can pass. Food additives, goods, basic necessities, contagious prevention, outsiders, community services, society, funerals, childhood funerals, and that's pretty much it. Now, you need to have these laws, okay? So, in every council session, make sure you pass one of these laws. And start with funerals, and then with outsiders. Outsiders, I think, is the one you will play the most with, because you set your colony. You want to accept outsiders or not. If you want outsiders, you pass this law, you propose it. If you don't want them, you either pick a law that is a bit more restrictive to allow only productive outsiders, or you allow no outsiders at all. Now, myself, I know I will find people on the map, and I don't want that much population at the moment right now, so I will go for allow productive outsiders, and I will propose this law. And as you can see, 33 council members are for the law, and 23 are against the law, and 44 are hesitant. Now, I can vote, and there is a risk the law will pass or not. With 44 hesitants, I think the law has a good chance to pass. So I'm gonna vote. Because I need 51 votes. I always need 51 votes. And it's a law, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not anything radical or like that. After we pass a law, the council will be in recess. So for 10 weeks, you cannot pass other laws. So I'm gonna speed things up.
Of the city, your council has...
I'm gonna speed things up. We have the oil pump generator. Let's make another upgrade really fast. Colder season.
A cold season is imminent.
Okay, now we can pass another law. Okay. Let's go here. And let's go with this funerals. Harvest funerals. If you go for this, your research speed will increase, but the disease will slightly decrease. Not but. And disease will slightly increase. So this is good. This is good. But there's another law which will will decrease the loss of trust when someone dies. Now, it's up to you. Let's go for harvesting funerals because it has two bonuses. Now, only 20 people are for, but only 10 are against it. So I have very good chances to get the hesitants to vote for it. I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to negotiate. If you click on negotiate, you have the 3 factions. You click on their name, and then you tell them what to do. Vote for it or vote against it. I say vote for it, and then I'm telling them what I'm going to give. If you vote for it, I'm going to enact supported quarantine law or heat pipe watch law, or I'm going to change the law to repel the allow productive outsiders. So they want me to Get rid of the previous law. So I'm gonna give them something I can give them, or I can go back and negotiate with another faction. I'm gonna tell them I will enact this hit pipe watch law. And now 51 people are for it. And I'm gonna vote.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
The law takes effect, guys. Okay. A new faction has emerged. The Ice Bloods.
Have reached
So,
a decision.
they seek to pass community service, condition support, contagious prevention, infectious bandage, child family apprenticeship. Okay, this is what they want to pass. And now we also have a few options over here. If we click on the factions, now we get more options with them.
Steward.
We can found a project with them, and our relationship with them will improve. We can make them a promise to either research
Steward.
or make them a promise to research something, or to pass a law, and the relationship with them will improve.
Hear us.
Or we can
Steward.
grant them the agenda. If we grant them the agenda, they will put whatever law they want in the next parliamentary session, but our relationship with them will improve. And you can vote for that law, and if it passes, it passes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So you can see I granted them the agenda, and things are better with them. And you can do that for the other ones. Some of the factions have some sort of special ability. Lead volunteer explorations. So basically, the Ice Bloods will lead volunteer team into an uncharted territory to explore them swiftly. It requires a better relationship with them to be able to click on this. Not all the factions have that special ability. It's the Ice Bloods and the new factions that will
Steward.
appear during your gameplay have this type of bonuses. And this is the tension. Severe cold. So cold is increasing the tension. This is pretty much it about the politics, guys. Okay, the next thing we must take care of is the Whiteout, which is coming in a few weeks. Because I talked so much, I didn't get the chance to prepare. But this is how I prepare. So I'm gonna connect this road with this one over here. To get oil. Okay. Let's see what they found over here. Take them in. No. Take the coal and the bell. Okay. Take it. I need the coal. And this is a colony, guys. We will talk about that as well. This is a colony. I'm really happy I found it so soon, so early in the game. So early in the game. Okay, now we make sure we get oil. I'm getting some coal as well. Now let's build a generator. Now, to reduce the consumption of fuel, you can overdrive it. Okay, now you have the defense. Let's go on the map. We are getting fuel. how many I need? 20 Frostlanders. Connect the path. I think I can connect the path only with 10. Oh yeah, let's connect the path. We are preparing. We need more food. Let's get goods. Here, if you click on the district, you can either opt in for prefabs or goods. I'm gonna go for goods because I'm barely producing any. As you can see right now, my stockpile is full with coal. Generator, I'm gonna reduce the overdrive for the generator. Or not. I'm gonna keep it. Or not. Better not. And that's how you prepare, guys. I'm getting oil. This is finished. Is the path connected? The path is connected, isn't it? Okay, another faction has emerged, which also has a
All citizens are
which also has a special ability, and it also has this
hosted by the technocrats.
fever, this red fist. Now, if I promote them, they'll disappear. You want good relationship with everyone, guys. Let's also grant them an agenda or something. Okay, I'm also passing some votes.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
All right. Of course, guys, I would have made much more food energy efficiency. Let's research it.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Optimize research. Okay. Let's try to improve my relationship with this guy as well. Or not. Okay, the Whiteout is coming. Now, Technocrats rallies build support. You also have these rallies from now and then. Heat stamps optimize. Research speed is extremely increased. I could use this. But do I have the money? Or the heat stamps? Currently I lack money. So I'm gonna go with money. I also want to establish a new colony. So it's gonna take me some, let's see. Extraction. We have the blasting coal mine, which we can build. Can we build another one? Yeah. And as you can see, the building is built on the district. And now we will increase our production of coal. But as you can see, our coal is full. So I'm gonna build a hub. And I'm gonna build it close to industrial buildings because it will decrease their workforce requirement. Or increase it. Okay, and I'm getting coal. And that's how I'm preparing for... Oh, and by the way, this one is gone again. So I need more prefabs, and I need another source of prefabs. You must you must make no mistake. I need workforce Okay, so
Terminal
workforce
patients
seems to be a
are
problem.
encouraged to maintain a healthy diet. Chances of a successful transplant.
I need another hub
depend
for
on it.
fuel. Because the previous one is getting full. There you go. The Whiteout is on the way. I see trust falls. I'm gonna wait until the Whiteout is gone so I can okay, trust falls. Because I'm not paying attention to this. Food additives. Okay, city. Basic necessities. Heat. I'm gonna go with this. And there are good chances it won't pass. Vote for. Use community fund project. It's still not gonna help me. I should have went to the faction with the most research and health vote. What I did there is very bad because I made myself.
The eyes have it.
Okay, use fun project on machinist.
Steward.
Research equal pay and hold vote. Here, when you go to research, there will be 2 hands shaking, and 2 hands shaking over here, and 2 hands shaking over here, because depending on for which faction you research, you get different. Perks. Okay. We want to research it to improve our relationship with the other guys.
Your council has voted.
Okay, the storm is coming. I'm preparing. I'll build another fuel stockpile.
The price of gruel. Used this week only.
I don't have people. I don't have enough people. And I don't want to get more people. Because the Whiteout is coming and they'll require more of everything. Okay. And I also need to pass the law. Equal pay. Let's vote for it. Let's see what they say. Now each law affects you. Affects you big
The
time.
delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
And I think I need even more storage. Which is good.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Food. Can I build food? I produce 0 per week. Food district. Okay.
Steward. Steward.
Let's see. Optimize research. I realize I don't use that law too much. Heating is very important. Yep. Resources are also important, but usually I go for Frostland, and I go for the logistic bay. Of course, I neglected my Frostland teams. More and more of them are dangerous. The building got broken. I need to fix it. Okay, the Whiteout is coming. I'm gathering more fuel and more. Another research can be done. Factories. I see. I'm waiting for the whiteout. I'm trying to show you. So this is how you prepare for it. You gather resources, you store them.
Breaking teams in transit.
Okay, I no longer have workforce. That's why I have that red. No more workforce. Okay, the whiteout is coming. Things are starting to get rough. Heat requirements are bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, you must turn the overdrive on the generator. It's a very...
First is incoming. Shelter in place.
Stockpile hub full. Why is there a problem? I didn't turn it off. I don't know what happened there. But I didn't turn my generator off. They are cold. Heat scarcity. What's happening? They have access to heat. I don't get it. Okay, things are improving. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the generator. I don't know why it turned off. Severe cold, severe squalor. Okay, the storm leaves. This was it, guys. We survived. Now let's go for the colony. So, for the colony we need people. But before people... Food, okay. Harvest. We need to make a road. Connect the path. And I don't know what happens. I'm always connecting the path, but I never get anything. Okay, we must send colonists. First things first, I need more people. Take them in. I found food on the map. Okay, no more oil. They are taking the people. I need 20 Frostlanders. Now, what you should know about the colony... Okay, I need prefabs. Quite a lot of them.
Of gruel has been reduced. This week only.
Oh my god. Why isn't... What's wrong with the generator? Seriously, what's wrong with the generator? No output effects, why? It doesn't make any sense to me. I will show you on a different game that I have. That one, I don't know what happened with the generator. should have worked. So you connect the discovered colony. You connect it with the roads. There you go. Let's increase the speed. There's a whiteout here as well. Coming. Okay. And we send people. We send colonists. Colonists and Frostlanders. And they're coming. Okay. Here they go. They are using the road. And they're going towards the colony. Of course, we can't see them on the path. By now the whiteout has hit my main city. Okay, right, the fuel colony is finished. Now we click on it and we have here a menu. This is the main city. This one, the diamond thingy, is the main city. And this is the fuel colony. And you start building, guys. You have the heat stamps, the prefabs, and of course you have them from the main. They are overall. And if you want to transaction resources between your main city and the colony, you can only do this way. You cannot with other colonies. So from colony to the main city and vice versa. You click on it, and this menu will pop up. You abandon the colony, you transfer resources, you transfer people, or you go to this location. Now, to transfer people, you click here, and the city is hit by the whiteout, so I cannot transfer people. But you drag this one, you drag it towards here, and you will get more people. But beware, don't transfer people that are working in your main colony. Make sure you only send the available workers. As for goods, this is it. On the right side we have the goods in the main city. On the left side we have the goods in the colony. And this is the materials colony. For some reason. This is the fuel colony. Okay, in the fuel colony, we have fuel that we can send. So far, we don't produce anything, but there is plenty of fuel in the fuel colony, so we can send fuel. Of course, if you build the industries, more will be available. You can transfer food. You can transfer goods. And materials and goods, as you can see. And you click transfer and they will start working. And you must start the generator when things are starting. This is it, guys. This is with the colonies. Okay? It's like starting all over again. But only that you build only the specific buildings that you want. You don't have to build everything from scratch. You provide food to your colony, and the colony will provide you with fuel, and it's a synergy that works. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I did my best to explain you everything I know, everything I learned. I already have 30 hours in this game, and I had quite some fails and some successes with the game, But now I got a hold on it, and I wanted to share this information with you. Maybe there are people that will benefit from this guide that I just made. Leave me suggestions if you have comments, if you have questions. Leave a comment. I will do my best to answer, to help you out in the game to success. Okay, to survive. Take care, guys. Thank you. And don't forget, if you wish to buy Frostpunk 2, buy it from my sponsor, link in the description.